Hey, what's up, guys? I don't think I've ever been as scared in my life as I was last night. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Security Guard Command. So, last night was quite the experience. I don't think I have ever been quite as scared as I was last night. This was something else. So, for those who don't know or haven't figured it out, I've hinted at it in several videos in the past. I work in one of California's top 5 most dangerous cities in the state. And I had just gotten off of work, and I was literally only about maybe 2 or 3 minutes away from work when a whole string of sheriff's deputies flew by me going code. And so I pulled over. They all passed me. Once the last one went by, I continued on my way. And I see up ahead of me down the road, I see a few cars kind of parked a little oddly in the lanes ahead of me at the intersection. And I thought, well, maybe there was a car accident or something. But the sheriff deputies took a right turn and kept going. They did not stop. And so I'm like, okay, well, I approach this intersection. And as I approach this intersection, I see that there are a handful of people. And I'm like, what's going on? And then as I get closer to the intersection, I realize it's not a handful of people. There are a couple hundred people. And then I realized, no, it's not a couple hundred people. There's about 1,000 people in the streets, on the corners. And as soon as I pull up to the intersection, they swarm the whole intersection. And this guy walks up to my car, looks in my car, sees my uniform on the chair, on the seat next to me, and goes, "Hey, he's one of them!" And he starts screaming, "It's a cop!" And they all swarm my car, and they're surrounding me, and they're screaming at me. They're about to pull me out of my car and beat me up. I, at that moment, was in fear for my life, and I was already preparing myself mentally for the possibility of me having to drive through a crowd, and knowing full well that I will end up having to run people over to get out of there. I was terrified. I rolled my window down in an act of desperation to the guy that was calling out to the rest of the crowd. And I said, "What's going on?" And he goes, "Are you a cop?" And I said, "No, I'm a security guard." He goes, "Oh, okay, dude." And he starts screaming, let him through. He's a security guard." And then the crowd opened up, and I drove out of there, and I got the hell out of there as fast as I could. I just have no words. It just baffles my mind how anyone could think it's okay, even if, what? No, this was a woke mob, and just for the record, when I say woke has nothing to do with the word awake. Woke is absolutely 100% still asleep, in my opinion. It is a delusional state, a dream state where you think it's real, but it's not. And they had it out for the police. Apparently this was either the beginning or the end of an illegal sideshow in the city. The whole town was going to hell that night. I knew it was bad outside because it all started when we had 4 codes coming through in the ambulances and 2 helicopters trying to land at the same time at the hospital. And I knew that, to put it quite frankly, shit's getting bad out there. And right as I ended my shift, I mean, literally the second I clocked out, I heard on the overhead pager that we were going into status L. And status L is lockdown. And usually that is because either a stab victim or a gunshot victim came into the hospital. And we go into lockdown at that point. And lockdown is not cleared until PD comes and clears the scene. So that means no visitors come into the hospital. No one's allowed to come in. And so it's lockdown. And so I already knew the town was going down that night. And so I was terrified. It's like, we talk about not wearing your uniform, you know, except when you're on duty at work. And I'll admit, when I'm heading to work, I'll wear it because I don't stop anywhere. I go straight to work. And if I do stop somewhere, I take it off. But I don't plan on stopping anywhere. And when I get out of my vehicle, I don't I don't wear it. I take it off if I have to get out. My uniform was sitting on the seat, hanging on the seat of my car. I was not wearing it like that. But that wasn't enough. They saw it and they assumed that I was a cop. And they were, quite frankly, they were going to, at the very minimum, beat the shit out of me. So now going forward, I'm not even going to wear my shirt on my way into work. I'm going to, and I have to hang it up because I don't want it getting all wrinkled up, but I'm going to have to find a way to keep it covered. I'm going to have to get one of those suit dust covers or something on the hanger, and I'm going to have to start keeping my shirt on a hanger inside of one of those covers so that it's not visible anymore. I've never experienced anything like that before. And to think that I work in this town. Unreal. So guys, don't wear your uniform shirt at all unless you are at work. I mean, don't even display it. Don't let it be seen until you are at work on the job site. And guys, when you're wearing that uniform, be careful. Be careful. Keep your eyes open because you are a target. And I've had this argument with people on Reddit posts and in the comments on YouTube videos that, oh, your security, you're not a target. No, that is bullshit. You wear that uniform. You have a shiny badge on, or even not even a shiny badge. You just have a badge. You have patches on your shirt. People, especially these woke mobs, they don't take the time to read the patch. They don't take time to differentiate between security and police. You see a uniform that looks like police, they're going to think it's police. And their brain is wired to look for those patterns and those recognitions and to automatically assume police. And they're not going to stop to think, oh, is this a cop or is this a security guard? No, they're going to take this action. They're in a mob mentality. They don't think. They're deluded. They're not thinking straight. They're not thinking clearly. So guys, when you're on duty, please practice your situational awareness. Be aware of every person in your area. Pay attention. We talk about not leaving your property. Yes, that's absolutely correct. You don't leave the property that you're guarding, but be aware. of what's going on beyond your property. Pay attention. Practice situational awareness. I've said it before. Doctors don't do medicine, they practice medicine because it's an ongoing learning trait. You never know it all. Just like situational awareness, you don't always know it all. But the more you practice it, the better you become at it. Pay attention, guys. If you have a gut feeling about something, check it out. Don't be lazy, especially if you're a new guard. Check out everything. I don't care if your coworkers make fun of you for checking out the bump that you heard on the other side of the building or whatever it might be. If it turns out to be nothing, awesome, great. But what that's going to do is it's going to train your mind to start to recognize patterns and recognize when things are actually legitimate gut feelings and when they're just a whim. Okay? But especially when you are a new guard, pay attention and check out everything, because that is what's going to train your mind and train your brain to start to recognize the real threats. I just wanted to share this with you guys. It was a hell of an experience for me last night. I am so grateful to even be alive right now. I get emotional just thinking about what happened last night. It still scares me. The whole rest of the way home, all I could think about was my family and my kids. And I came this close to not going home to them last night.